Hi everyone, I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. And I'm here to do a I predicted it. So I predicted basically everything that's going on with Britney Spears, and my predicted it receipts go all the way back to 2017. So we have a few receipts to get through in this video. I'm gonna try not to hold you too long, but there's, like there's just a lot of content to sift through. There's a lot of predicted it's here. So sit back, grab a snack, while we go through these receipts. As you know, Britney Spears is going through her battle with her conservatorship, and now she wants her freedom. And I've been saying that since, the very beginning of me doing my readings on Britney, that she, is going through some weird energy, all right, with that. So, um, I did predict a lot of the things that are going on with her currently. I've done quite a few readings on Britney, so we're going to look at a few readings on her. We're also going to look at a reading I did on her and Justin. I think we might look at one I did on her and Jamie Lynn. So, it's going to be a juicy one. If you want a reading from me personally, though, before we get into all this tea, if you would like a personal reading, I do personal readings and I am available for personal readings. Check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. This is where you can purchase a reading from me. If you're listening on my podcast, you can also book a reading for me once again on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. As you can see, this is my website. So once you've reached this page, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, you can go right to the store section. It'll take you directly to my or the store section of my website, where you can check out my services and products. As you can see, I do past life readings. I do birth chart readings. I also make jewelry for sale. I also, of course, do psychic tarot readings. I do candles. I do tarot classes as well as dream interpretation readings. And I also make scarves. I currently have evil eye necklaces on sale. And I also sell African black soap, which is a really good soap for all skin types that can be used on your face, your body, and your hair as a shampoo. All right. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Well, like I said, grab a snack. We have a lot of content to get through. We have a lot of videos to get through, but it's going to be juicy. So I think the first one we're going to start with is my very first one that I did on Britney and I believe Justin Timberlake. And it's about will they get back together? But I do talk a lot about Britney and what she's going through now in that video. So we're going to skip to the bits where I basically talk about what she's going through now. Little bits of Justin Timberlake is going to be sprinkled in there too, but it's still relevant to today in 2021. All right. So this video is back actually from 2017, January 2017. So this may be well over 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. All right. This was uploaded to YouTube. As you can see, it says January 25th, 2017 is when this was uploaded to my channel. These are all the comments. All right. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So as you can see, I skipped a bit. You can look this up on YouTube and watch the whole thing yourself. But I just skipped to the bits of where the predicted its are. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, I just realized you can't even hear this part. So I'm going to have to disengage my AirPods and then switch the audio. So give me a second. All right, so you should be able to hear me. Now I'm just using the audio from my actual MacBook, but it's the only way you're going to be able to hear the actual video. So let's go ahead and now we can all watch together. I do want to make sure that the audio is loud enough though, so let me just check that really quickly. I'm confused. I get confused with this MacBook. I don't even know where the audio is. But I can just actually do it on the screen here, on the actual keyboard. Okay, there we go. And the audio should be loud here. Okay, so we're good to go. Remember, this is from January 25th, 2017, almost 5 years ago. Yeah, I feel like her team, if he's tried to reach out before, her team is not having it, you know? Like, they either, kill it, they're like, nope, not telling her, don't want to hear it, thank you, or they're like, sure, we'll tell her, and then they just never tell her, but this is like all them thinking of protecting her and her status, you know. I feel like Britney does not have as tight of a reign, as tight of like a personal reign on her empire as Justin does. Like I feel like Justin has his foot, like his grasp on his empire. Like, you know, like I feel like he's close to his empire. But I feel like for Britney, there are like so many people like on her payroll and who just like dictate her empire. You know, if that makes sense. Interestingly enough, in the future, we have the Queen of Wands, creativity. Time to put yourself in the center. Good health, great leadership, and creativity are likely. It could be that they get to start to work together on something. Like, once again, feel like Britney or Justin might reach out to Britney to work together on something, or Britney's team could possibly reach out to Justin to work together on something. But as far as, like, them, like, reaching out on a personal level, like, I feel like that gets killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Each time it's like, nope, business only. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at this point, you know, I feel like they want to reach out and talk to each other, though, you know. Two of Swords, time out. Here we have the romance. Romantic good news is coming. Your heart is open and ready to love. Follow your heart. I do feel like there is communication, but it feels like distant communication. It's not like, it's like maybe like on special occasions, like they send gifts to each other or something like that. I feel like there might be that type of thing. And I feel like that type of thing may continue to go on, but I feel like as time goes on, the communication gets closer between them to the point where it's like they just have communication with each other directly rather than going through all these people. I feel like the middlemen, like I feel like right now it's like out here. Like, you know, Justin's here and like Britney's here, and it's like all these people are in between them. Like, you know, and in order for them to talk to each other, they have to go through all these people. But I feel like as time goes on, these people will dwindle, and then it'll just get to a point where it's like, okay, they're just talking again, like normal people, you know. But like once again, I feel like we might see them work together on something. It might be something minor. It might not even be something big. Britney is going to be super duper unsure about this thing that they're working on because it's going to bring up a lot of pain and issues in the media. She's going to be worried about what the media might say. I feel like, and they're going to be like, you know what, whatever. You know, we're past this point. We've grown up. I want to say there is potential for them to get back together in the media, in the public eye. I don't know if it's going to be real. Like, I feel like it's manipulated, but there's a lot of fear around it. Like, the potential for it to become something real again. Or the potential for something to happen again, you know. Death card comes up. But the Lovers card comes up as well. But I feel like this is business. Like, this. So I already said a lot in that video. A lot of that has already come true. So I'm just going to move on from that video, and we're going to move on to our next piece of receipts. Like I said, you can check these videos out yourself. The next one I'm going to show you all is a video. I don't know if you all remember a couple years ago where this thing was like, it was a big thing where she wouldn't perform again. So I did a quick reading on that, and we're going to just go ahead and watch that as our next piece of receipts. In Jesus' name, I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, amen. So we had some cards. Oh, by the way, this was 2 years later about, so this is uploaded or premiered May 15th, 2019. So this would be 2 years ago, actually today, yeah, because we're in June of 2021. We have the Nine of Cups here. So there's something about Britney doesn't have a lot of say-so in this situation. Britney doesn't have as much power as we think, obviously, all right? She hasn't been in control over herself or her career, obviously, once again, for a while, even making as minute decisions as being able to perform. All right. So, in some way, shape, or form, maybe it's the conservatorship, they do have the power to snatch her off the stage. Does she want to be off the stage? I'm not so sure, to be honest. I think the stage is actually her kind of one saving grace. Um, or at least performing is her one saving grace, I would say. Here we get the Four of Cups, though, but there's something about, once again, about Britney where maybe she actually really isn't in, a healthy mental space right now. Maybe I'm not sure if this would be a permanent thing for some reason, actually. I don't know why I get that. I don't think it would be a permanent thing. Alright, let me just see. What is going on with Britney Spears? Is it true that she'll never perform again? Will Britney Spears ever perform again? Oh my god, I love shuffling those cards. I think they're doing this because they know her performance, they know that her being on the stage, that's her true love, that's her true passion. That is what drives her in some way, even when she's not in her healthiest mental state. All right? They know she really loves the stage, truthfully. However, I do think that this is a power play. I think that there's a power struggle here connected to this leak of her, Larry Rudolph saying she may never perform again. I feel like this is kind of a power struggle, a power play here. I do also feel like this could be over money. Something about money as well. But I feel like this is a power play, a power kind of struggle here. I think Larry or her team is kind of pulling out all the stops they can to stop this train from, hitting a brick wall. And what I mean by that is this whole conservatorship, this whole tightly controlled atmosphere they have around Britney being dismantled. I feel like that's what Britney's fighting for. I'm not sure if Britney feels like she has a fighting chance to actually get what she wants. I feel like there's something where I don't know. I feel like maybe they've beaten down Britney's spirit, or Britney's spirit has been beaten down so much that it's almost like, I don't know if there's like enough fight left in her to do this on her own. All right, and she's being met against so much opposition that it's like, I think she needs someone to step in. All right, here. Once again, they know that her performance is the moneymaker. It is the key to everything. And I feel like, and I think I said this in my most recent Britney reading, where like they do this thing with her where it's like, oh, okay, you don't want to do what we say, well, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. I feel like if this is one of those moments, So I feel like, once again, this is connected to Britney in her rebelling against the control around her, wanting to have more control over her life. And interestingly enough, I don't know why I also get that this could deal with the direction over her performances or the direction over her music in some way. Like, I feel like she wants more control in that realm as well. So I feel like, Britney's just wanting more control, and she's not getting the control she deserves, basically, is what I'm sensing. Or she feels she deserves, is what I'll say. Let's get some further clarification there. Will Britney perform again? Is it true? Will Britney perform again? Will she not perform again? Give us a clear answer, please. Will Britney perform again? Thank you, Spirit. Will Britney perform again? I feel like this specifically has to do with her fighting with a man. A very controlling man. So I don't know if this is Larry Rudolph. I don't know if this is her father. I feel like this man is a fire sign. Alright, so I don't know if Larry's a fire sign or if her father's a fire sign. Definitely someone closely connected to her. I would say both are, closely, tightly knit with her. Larry basically saw her grow up, raised her in the industry, alright? And I feel like this just mainly deals with conflict and not being able to control her. Alright, I feel like they're losing control over Britney. I've said this before. I've said this in the last Britney reading, and I'm going to stick to this. This is Britney Rebellion 2019, you guys. We may not see it because they're just trying so hard to pin her down. We may not see it because she hasn't shaved her head. She hasn't done anything crazy. This is Britney Rebellion 2019. And I think what they're doing is they're trying everything in their power actually to prevent that from happening. To prevent her from doing something as crazy as shaving her head or something like that again. When really what they need to do is just relinquish control of Britney. Free Britney. That's the key to this. And I just see, a fight between Britney and her team, basically. Her trying to do her own thing, her trying to relinquish control, and then basically being like, we're the ones in power here. You do what we say, all right? So, I do feel like there's something where, Britney may not perform again until this whole issue is resolved in the legal system, all right, in the legal way. Now, I will say that she may perform, every now and then, but under tightly rein control of her team. So if she does perform, know that her team is behind it. It's not necessarily Britney behind that performance. Until after this gets resolved, and hopefully I'm crossing my fingers that Britney gains the freedom that she deserves. And then I think we'll start to see the true Britney come through. But, to be honest, Britney, I think you're always going to need some type of consistency around you, some type of support around you, even if, you do gain control over your life back again, because I just think you're very fragile after all you've been through. So I think you're always going to need that kind of support system in some way, shape, or form. But I do hope you gain the control, back over your life that you so deserve. So that was a whole lot, and that was just from 2019. So we could technically end the video there because that was a whole predicted it. But I have more receipts, so let's just look at the other receipts. All right, we have a few more receipts to get through. This is actually a live from a year ago. All right, and I'm reading on Britney. So let's go ahead and see what I say in this video. This is from July, a year later, about July 11th, 2020. And we may skip dates, but I think I have two more receipts to go through. By by the way, the lipstick choice that day was a choice. Mm, mm. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to filter what I see because I'm seeing some interesting things. I wonder if the candle accident was really an accident. What candle accident? I remember watching an interview of Britney Spears and she said she doesn't even remember most of the 2000s when she was at her brink of fame. Here for Britney, I'm very concerned. Most of her life. Yeah, make sure you guys like the video. Thank you. How many likes do we have? There's 20 likes and 47 people in the room right now. So then make sure you guys like the video. She burned her gym. I believe she was an MK Ultra victim. Child, okay. I'm not reading any more comments, by the way. I'm just not. All right. Did Britney Spears spend any time at Cedars-Sinai Hospital? I don't know why I feel like her brain or her mind has been fucked with over a long period of time. That's what I'm seeing. Has she spent time at Cedars-Sinai Hospital? Thank you, Spooky Lucy Lucifer. Thank you. Maybe back in the day, like 2007 or 8. The industry always doing dark stuff. Okay, no, but no one's saying whether or not she spent time at Cedars-Sinai. I don't know why I see Cedars-Sinai Hospital and they did something to her brain at Cedars-Sinai. I don't know why she went into Cedars-Sinai. I feel like maybe she did have some sort of psychotic break, mental breakdown. And they took her to. I'm seeing they took her to Cedar Sinai, and they did something to her brain. They did something to her mind. It could be, I don't know, for all we know, electroshock therapy. I keep hearing something sort of like a lobotomy. But which, by the way, I want to bring this up. Have you noticed that when it comes to the coronavirus testing, I don't know if they still do this, but remember they would stick the freaking Q-tip all the way in the back of your nose? Well, from what I've saw, I've never had this done to me, thank God, knock on wood. But they would stick it all the way in the back of your basically brain. Something about that also reminds me of like a lobotomy, low-key. So I'm wondering if low-key coronavirus testing was some sort of lobotomy practice. Allegedly, conspiracy theory, this is all for entertainment alleged purposes, okay? This is all alleged. So I think that's what happens to Britney. And I think around this time she started taking medicine. That's when she started taking medicine. That's what I'm seeing. So she had something short of a lobotomy, electroshock therapy, something of the sort done to her to like. I feel like to figure out what was wrong with her, but it kind of feels to me like experimental, like they were like experimenting on her as well. I don't know. I feel like they were like experimenting on her, like she was a test dummy, a test subject. I see her being knocked out, like laid out on some sort of table. Her eyes are open, but she's clearly unconscious. And like, there's just people like looking up her nose and like sticking things in her mouth, and it's just like they're doing some sort of experiment or testing on her, trying to figure out what is psychologically happening with her. Like, that's what I'm seeing. So as you can see, I get a lot into like what happened with Britney behind the scenes in that video. By the way, I can totally see why I stopped doing live readings on YouTube. YouTube is way too distracting. All right, live on YouTube and trying to read is way too distracting. So I'm low key glad I stopped doing those. Okay, our next one that we're gonna watch, we have two more, is another live on YouTube that I did. Actually, I think I talk a little bit about Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn, and Jeffree Star, but we're only gonna focus on the bits of Jamie Lynn and Britney. So let's go ahead and watch that. So I have no thoughts on them. Sorry. Um. Okay, back to Britney. Yeah, so I see her needing to heal her relationship with her father. Britney is into crystals. Britney is also dropping hints for you all through her social media, through these weird posts that she does, especially when she's on camera, like talking and doing these weird like Q&As. Because I see something about the Q&As where she's dropping. By the way, this was uploaded, as you can see, or streamed live on August 25th, 2020. So about a year ago. A lot of like nuggets for you all, but maybe that's where you're not catching it. Pay attention to her Q&As, like the questions she's being asked, her actual answers. Like that's what I'm feeling. Um, Also the things that she posts on her own that are not of her. Like so sometimes she'll post like I don't know, a meme of flowers or something like that. Go look up the meaning of that flower. Like, you have to look deeper into it. She's that kind of girl, all right? That's what I feel about Britney. So there's a little nugget for all you free Britney girls out there and boys. So let's get back to the reading. Um, I don't know why, though. I feel like there could be a technicality at some point. And she may actually get rid of the conservatorship for good or for a period of time. But I think possibly before that happens, someone else takes over for her dad. But I don't know if I see them taking over like for a long period of time. I think Britney's somehow playing it smart, like as well. But I wonder if there's someone helping Britney because it's like if she gets the dad out of the conservatorship and they put someone else in place of the dad, it'll be easier to get rid of that person, whoever it is they put in place of the dad, than it would be to get rid of the dad. Because the dad actually has access to Britney and like screwing her up mentally. So she'll look crazy in court, or stuff like that, and he'll win. Like that's how dirty the dad can be. But he's getting his karma right now. What's his zodiac sign? I feel like Capricorn energy with him. So that's what I see with that. What else for Britney? I don't know why I see something about that boyfriend. What's his name? Sam? What's his name, you guys? What's the boyfriend's name? Is it Sam? What's the boyfriend's name? What is the boyfriend's name? Because I feel like Britney's gonna start dropping some hints about him too. I don't know if they. I think they may be fighting or something like that. Not right now. Because whatever mind control they had Britney in, she's starting to break out of it. Sam Agari. Okay, because I was about to call him Sam Giancani, but I think that was someone connected to Marilyn Monroe. So I don't know, but that name kept coming to my mom. I was like, is his name Sam? I know it's not Sam Giancani because that's someone totally different. Okay. um. Yeah, I don't know. I think her and the boyfriend may split up for a little bit or may break up. I think they may get back together. I don't know why I see Britney. How old is Britney? Because I see her maybe wanting to get pregnant or like possibly getting pregnant. I don't know why I hear that she may be on birth control though. Some sort of birth control, maybe. Um, this is weird. I don't know why I see a special condom. What the hell is this? I think her sex life is even controlled. Because I don't think she can have a baby. I mean, I think she can if she wanted to, but she under her conservatorship, I guess she can't. Because I see this guy wearing a special condom. I think even the boyfriend's controlled to some degree. This is annoying me. Okay, let's wrap it up with a conclusion for Britney. Are people donating? Are familiar with each other's energy. So I don't know why I see Britney could have another child too, where there's potential pregnancy around Britney. I think this deals with some medicine she's being controlled under that maybe may start to take less of or something like that, or it may deal with birth control. She's like, I don't know. I think as this, like, the conservatorship shifts to other hands, it's going to, like, um, there may be new rules written somehow. I think the next person that takes over may be a female. That's what I feel. But I don't know why I see the brother as well. So that's kind of weird. But I think the dad may get sick, is sick, or there's something going on there because he's just getting karma. So that's what I see for Britney. I didn't even talk about Jamie Lynn, and she's on the thing. She's on in the thumbnail. What's going on with her? I mean, I think Jamie Lynn pretty much tries to stay out of it. I think she does what she legally is obliged to do, but it's like she really like tries to stay out of it. She's kind of disgusted by her family, specifically her dad. Um, and there's something where like Britney's not the same. So I think it's harder for Jamie Lynn to relate to Britney because Britney's just not the same. And it's due to whatever they've done to fuck up her mind. You guys know I've talked about this before. I think they did some type of like testing on her, like some sort of lobotomy type of shit. I'm gonna stick to that. But I think this was back in the day, but it fucked her up. Okay, so I'm done with that. That's my reading on Britney. Wow, wow, wow. I even got into her IUD. This is happening to her. I heard the leak seen on a court hearing on YouTube. You're accurate, Lamarr. Thank you, Rose Petals. I even got into her birth control, her IUD. She said in the court hearing, because I listened to it too, that she's on an IUD. Remember I said, like, I see a weird condom? Isn't an IUD basically like a condom that you insert into the woman, though? Child, I wasn't prepared for all that tea. Okay, we have one more receipt. All of these receipts, I mean, really, do we need one more? Why not? You have time, don't you? Let's sit back and watch one more receipt of Britney Spears and the situation she's currently going through. This is a more recent video. Um, I did this November 2020. So this is probably the most recent one that I have. Maybe soon I'll do another one. But let's see. All right. This is an Instagram live. What's around Britney? I see. Hold on. I see a lot of crying actually around Britney. I feel like she's been crying a lot. She cries a lot, something like that. Um, yes, in Jesus' name, exactly. I feel like Britney cries a lot. It reminds me a lot of her song. You would think "Lucky," but it actually reminds me more so of what's that one song on her Blackout album? Why should I be sad? Heaven knows. That's like the vibe I get from Britney right now. She's like, why would I be sad? Or why should I be sad? But she is sad. I hear betrayal. So there's definitely betrayal around her, most likely dealing with family, dealing with the father. I see the sister though as well. She's a Sagittarius, I expect that, yeah. I see something about the sister though as well. There could be a betrayal pertaining with the sister. What's her name? Jamie Lynn. But brother as well. It's almost like Britney feels like she doesn't really have anyone she can turn to. I do see she has a couple friends, best friends, that like she can kind of talk to, confide in. But I feel like they limit Britney's access to these friends or to certain people. There's something about phones. I don't know if she has two phones, one for the and one for the. I don't know, but I do see that she has. There's something with phones. I don't know why. Like I feel like they give her a burner phone or something like that, where like she doesn't have. It's almost like here's the phone, but like there's not everyone in the contacts. There's just your lawyer and people you need that are most important in the contacts. Just in case you need us, or just in case whatever. Like they give her that kind of. They like do something with her phone. I see something with her phone. Yeah, Jamie Lane. Didn't her sister take over her assets? Yeah, but remember I heard betrayal. So I think there may be betrayal with the sister and or the father, or just family in general. To be honest with you, there's also a betrayal pertaining to the sons too with Kevin. I think. Although, I mean, obviously, right? But I think there is something also where Kevin is becoming more sympathetic to Britney. Because I think Kevin realized she is trying to fight, but the father's the issue. The father's always been the issue. This is so sad. Like, how is she a grown ass woman and she's being imprisoned like this? That's what I'm saying. Hi, Brian. Really, the reason why she's being in prison is because of her breakdown era. I mean, the early. Why do I feel like my phone is like so fuzzy? Hold on. Like, I need to clean the screen. I just realized that. That didn't help at all, did it? A little bit, actually. Um, her breakdown era. Her, 2007. Remember, she smashed the photographer's window. Y'all remember that era? Like, that's basically why she's on this conservatorship, why she's being controlled, and things of that nature. I think at that time Britney was really willing to risk it all, willing to lose it all. She really didn't give an F. But it was the money leeches around her who were like, "Oh no, we can't lose this source of money. Britney is our source of money. Britney pays our bills. Britney has to work." That's basically what happened. Britney, I feel like wanted to like focus on her sons, her and her sons, her relationship with her sons. I feel like she wanted to focus on her relationship with her sons. I feel like my eyebrows are two different colors or two different like shades of dark. I did one with my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then midway through finishing that brow, it literally died. Like there was no more left in the brow stick, so I had to switch to my Benefit Brow pen, and I don't know if they're different colors, so I don't know if that comes across on camera, but I feels like I have two different color brows. It's kind of cool actually. How can Britney come out of this? Does she have any karma things she has to work through because of this? Basically, I feel like everyone fed off of Britney's innocence. Britney's need to please. Britney's need to have a secure life. I feel like she really, really started going through things during her Britney album. I think that was the album where I'm a Slave for You. That was the album with what other songs came from the album? Basically, that was the I'm a Slave for You era. All right. I think during the I'm a Slave for You era is when Britney really started to go through stuff. They hit it really well during that era, but obviously after that era, that's when the steam started to crack and the truth started to come out about what Britney was really going through, or just the fact that Britney was going through something, period. And I think that was the early 2000s. So I think she was going through something even then. She was being overworked, basically. Oh yeah, boys, boys. Sometimes a girl just needs one. Yes, that was probably that's one of my favorite Britney albums ever. But it's definitely up there as like top three, top five albums by Britney. I love that album. The Britney album. That's a good album. Isn't that when she cheated on Justin? I think so. I think after the Britney album was In the Zone, right? I think Toxic was in the Zone. Toxic was in the Zone. Definitely some of her best work, exactly. Yeah. But you could even tell during Amazon that she was starting to kind of crack at the seams, unfortunately. And then I think after Amazon was Circus. Oh, wait, no. Was it after Amazon, was it Blackout? I think after Amazon it was Blackout. And then Child, we know what. But Blackout is, first of all, Blackout is one of the best albums ever, period. I don't care what anyone says. Best, one of the best pop albums ever is Blackout. So good, and it influenced so many people, a generation of pop artists. Lady Gaga, Charlie XCX, Paris Hilton came out with her own album. Was that before Blackout though? I think that might have been before Blackout. Um, Hi Alexis, Circus was my favorite album. Oh my god, Circus was a really good album too. One of my favorites from Circus is Blur. I love that song. Everything is still a blur. That song is a vibe. Hi MJV626. Are they keeping her doped up? I feel like she's completely different. Like she doesn't even seem like the same spirit wise, so sad. Yeah, I feel like they give her medicine. I feel like she's either fighting against taking the medicine. They've definitely, I hear lessened her doses. I feel like Britney wants to go more. I think I mentioned this before. She's more of a holistic girl. She wants to go more so the holistic route. I don't think she wants to take medicine anymore. I think she's over that. That's kind of why we're starting to see. It's like she's fighting to come out. You know, the Britney that we all know is fighting to come out, but she's lost under being doped up. She's lost under losing herself. Period. There's a lot going on. Blur and Kill the Lights. Oh my god, Kill the Lights is my jet. Kill the Lights. I haven't heard that in a minute. Man, that is a good album. Kill the Lights. Yes. Right, Britney taught all the pop girls. She did. Beyonce was influenced by Britney Spears. And if the Beehive tries to refute me on that, I'm sure the girls will come out with some receipts, okay, that Beyonce was influenced by Britney. Period. Madonna was influenced by Britney Spears. All the girls were influenced by Britney. I don't care what you say. I love Britney. She's the one pop star that like I've never gotten to see live yet. I really wish I could have seen her in her prime. Her prime, then her and the Spice Girls. I wish I would have seen in their prime. Right, Britney to all the pop. I love give me more, give me more. But Black absolutely love Glory. What am I to do? I played that album out. As soon as we get done, I'm gonna make a playlist. Yes, I love Britney. Britney really makes good music. That's one thing people can't, will never be able to say about her is that she does make good, catchy music. She may not, be the best musician, blah, blah, blah. She makes good music. That's all I care about. And she's a damn good performer. One of the best, actually, to ever do it. Period. Fight me about it. Soda Pop is my favorite song on the first album. I love Soda Pop. The clock is ticking and we can't stop. Yes. She does. She makes really good music. I love Britney. I love how this is becoming a Britney Stan session right now. We love you, Brittany. Okay, let's get back to the reading. I see her recording. Oh, I love Till the World Ends. Yes, see the sunlight. It happened. Keep on dancing till the world ends. She does lip sync hard, but she's a good performer. She's a good performer. Um, I do see her coming out with new music eventually. I see the year 2022. But I do see something with her label though, so I'm wondering what's going on with her label. I'm wondering if there's legal issues or if she may change labels or something like that. Because I feel like Britney also actually wants more control over her music. Now, an example of her having control over her music would be something like In the Zone, an album like In the Zone, or Blackout, which is some of her best work. So I do see her wanting control over her music more. So there could be legal issues with that. Um, but I do see her making more music, teasing more music, teasing a new album. I do see that. I don't know why I see Justin Bieber. I wonder if she would do a duet with Justin Bieber. How would that sound? How would you guys feel about that? Um, I see Lady Gaga. She's gonna have a couple tricks up her sleeve if she comes up with a new album. Britney's gonna have a couple tricks up her sleeve. She's gonna shake the girls a bit. Is this karma from her past life? It could be. I feel like if it's karma from her past life, it actually deals with her skin. This is really weird. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. Only it comes from her stealing someone else's man. I think if it would be karma from her past life. But this is like Queen, like Queen, like you stole the king from the queen or something like that. Like it's like that kind of extreme. And then like you became queen. That's kind of what I see. Oh, Mariah. So we're gonna get a new Mariah and new Britney into 2022. Yeah, yeah. I feel like her and Gaga could like collab. I heard she went to Zoe 101. She went off on Alexa, the cast member for Zoe 101. Is that part of her karma? Britney and Bieber and Gaga stopped playing. Did she go off on Alexa? I don't even know who that is. I never watched Zoe 101. Um, she was on set, yes. I mean, but Britney has always been very protective over what's her name, Jamie Lynn, ever since she was young. So I mean, especially when she was young, Britney was very protective of her. So she might have. I don't know. I feel like there's a dancer. She was into dancing too. I feel like dance, movement of her body, very. I see a couple rap artists maybe, so she could make some new urban music or something like that. Maybe she'll give us another boom boom. I got that boom. Why she's getting on Instagram and doing these robotic bops. But if it's cute for her, it's cute for me. But I think she can still dance. Maybe not as precise as she used to be when she was younger, but she can still hit the movements. She can still hit the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would be interested if Britney and Cardi B collab. I could see that. I could see that. I think she's gonna collaborate with like rap artists. She's gonna have different collabs and stuff like that. I don't know. I also see a kid. I don't know if maybe it's one of her sons or something like that. I don't know if one of her sons sings or if. So basically, this one just became a Britney Spears stan session, as you can see, which I love. I think that's the perfect way to end the video, is just by standing Britney. This was a whole predicted it extravaganza, honey, which is why I had to put on my best. I had to put on my pearls, I had to put on my crown, honey. I mean, this was amazing. Britney, we wish you the best. We're definitely going to keep up with Britney, and we're happy to see where she's at all these years later. Going all the way back to 2017, I predicted it. Thank you for listening and watching. Once again, if you want a reading from me, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for personal readings, and I would love to read for you. Love and light. Share with your friends and family, by the way. Predicted it.